So it seems like the memory card was full when I didn't realize that. So I continued recording, but only to the end of that specific turn, and then I wanted to upload it anyway, and now I realized that something is actually missing. So what happened is basically that it was more or less only the mystery phase, and I've drawn this, or the mythos phase, and I've drawn this card here, buying information. The lead investigator tests influence and gains a number of clues equal to his test result. And it was Trish was a lead investigator, I think. I'm not sure anymore about that actually. But anyway, I didn't get any clue tokens. I messed this up, as to be expected. And a gate appeared here in Arkham with a poltergeist. And I've started a new mystery card here, The Discovery of the Cosmic Alignment, a paper published by researchers at the renowned Miskatonic University reveals an increase in celestial and cosmological anomalies in the upcoming days before the eclipse. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend any number of clues he gained from that encounter to place those clues on this card. At the end of the mythos phase, there are clues on this card equal to twice the number of investigators solve this mystery. So that's pretty unlikely that this is going to happen, especially considering that there are only 2 turns left, basically. Then a third Eldritch token will be placed there, and then the old one will be flipped, or the card of the old one is flipped. I also had to reorganize this, and so it looks a little different now than before. Okay, so that means basically that yeah, we're going to try to collect clue tokens like crazy, and we're going to see what happens then if the marker ends up here on that red space. If there's then an additional challenge, or if we're simply dead, I have no idea about that. And until then, we're just trying to continue and to somehow make this work. Okay, I'm not sure if this actually, if I've shown that. She ended up in London being detained. I don't know if that was on the video yet, but that is basically the situation here. From what I've already seen on the video, that was also the position of the miniatures where it ended. So I'm pretty sure we couldn't have lost too much playing time here. Okay, so hope to see you in the next video, or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye. Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Eldritch Horror, and the game has a real Lovecraftian touch. It's a total disaster. My rolls are horrible, and even though I removed the tentacled mythos cards, I'm struggling extremely and not doing good at all. So we've already lost one investigator, the poor Patrice Hathaway, I think, the violinist, and we ended up with Lola Hayes, who basically took all her stuff and is in a very similar position. She is not quite as strong with lore, but nearly, and so I think it's not such a big loss here. Vincent, he's down to 1 sanity, so we definitely gotta heal him. And the others are not doing that bad. She's got a haunted condition. If we want to get rid of that, we got to improve will. So I think with her I want to go to Rome before things go completely bad for her. Then I want to bring Kate Winthrop to the pyramid somehow with my spell. Lola can do that with her Plump the Void spell, because at the pyramids the next gate will open, and then we can prevent that from happening. Apart from that, we want to try to simply get as many clues as possible, as quick as possibly. There's the discovery of the cosmic alignment. That is our actual mystery card. And to solve that, we got to find 8 clues, or we got to place 8 clues on that card, and they all got to come from an encounter. So that's not going to be that easy. Okay. So I think I want to start with Trish. She is detained. So let's see if she can get rid of that condition here. She has to do an influence check. She is also blessed. And she's got an influence of 3. So the odds are pretty good that she can do that. And she did. Barely, but she did. Okay, so she can now discard the card and can do a travel action to Rome, and there she might be able to improve her will so that she can get rid of the haunted condition. Okay. Fine. Kate. Yeah, she's sitting over there. Now what is she gonna do? Probably not too much out there on the sea. So we could either simply try to allow her some improvements. Maybe that's not such a bad idea, because she will block the gate at the pyramids, have an encounter there. I mean, I think it cannot hurt to maybe give her a focus and another ship. Okay, Lola. Now she's going to try to teleport Kate with the Plump the Void card to the pyramids. So she's got to test lore -1. Now she's got a 3 plus 2 gives her a 5. So she's got 4 dice, and I think she can roll an additional die because of the Arcanist. So that gives her 5 dice, and then I think she actually can re-roll. We'll see about that. And she managed to do that. We have 1 success. Now I can re-roll these 2 dice because of, what was that? I don't know. One of the cards allowed me to do a re-roll, I think. Yeah, here. The Arcane Sutra, exactly. When you may re-roll 2 dice with matching results. Okay. Okay, that wasn't good enough, but it's at least 1 success. So again, well, 1 is going to be enough. So the other one, she simply loses 1 sanity, but that's okay. And then she travels to the pyramids, and if there will be a gate, she's going to block that. And Lola, well, she is here. She can try to get that clue token. But she's got 1 more action. So what is she going to do? I mean, she could... Yeah, but that doesn't really help. She needs the clue from these encounters. Huh. I don't know. I mean, that isn't bad. The dream diary would allow her, when you perform a rest action, spawn one clue. That's actually pretty cool. Might consider doing that. On the other hand, if he does it, I think I want to do it with him. I'm not sure what to do actually. Okay, you know, I think I'm actually going to try to get that dream diary and maybe more. Okay, we got 2 successes, so I can take this dream diary. And in addition, I can take something else. That's not very helpful. When you gain this card immediately in a courier run, unique asset, then discard that card. Yeah, why not? I mean, we can do it, I think. Okay, so courier run. When you gain this card from the deck, place one random clue that corresponds to a city space face up on this card. After resolving a location encounter on that space, flip this card. Okay, so she had that. Now that is number 17. That doesn't help. That is Bombay or so. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe one day we'll get there. And the doctor, he can rest now. First he's gonna get himself one of these tokens here, and then he's gonna spend that. That gives him an additional health or an additional sanity. I'm gonna take the additional sanity. And I also can heal an additional health. Nice. So now I'm in some better position, and I might actually try to spawn new clues. Okay, now let's come to the encounters. Trish tries to get a clue token. So she draws, where the heck is this deck? Here we go. She draws from the deck. She's in a city. You attempt to perform a ritual purported to locate sites of power. She's got to do a lore check, and she sucks in lore. Awesome. She's blessed, that's something, but she's terribly bad in lore. She only has a single die. Well, let's see. Well, that's no surprise, of course. She didn't manage to do it. If you pass, you are shown visions of an if you fail, you slip into a coma, and many days pass before you awake. Become delay and advance the omen by 1 without advancing doom. Great. That is very bad. Okay, fuck it. And we cannot even reroll. We don't have any options here too. And I made a mistake. I wanted to get rid of my haunted condition, but okay, I can still do that in the next turn. So I think the clue remains, right? I think it does. And so anyway, we're delayed, and yeah, great. Okay, Kate. She sits in the pyramids, so she's got a wilderness. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Stones are arranged in a pattern that leads you to a cave. Inside, you carefully try to avoid falling down pits. Don't do that, my dear. You know the dice are against us. So we got 5 observation. We can re-roll a die. I mean, come on, that should be really possible. Yes, we did it. Okay, we have a success. If you pass, you find a skeleton cradling an object. Gain 1 relic unique asset. Okay, cool. Now she ended up with a stone tablet. When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to decipher the carvings on the tablet. Lore -1. Well, I'm okay in lore, so there's a good chance I can actually do it. Okay, Lola Hayes, well, she wants to do this research action. She also sits in a city. The relic is pivotal to the machinations of the followers of the idiot god. You won't let them keep it. That's a, oh gosh. That's not easy. It's a -1 observation. I only have 2 observation. Let's see if we got anything which helps here. That's not looking good. Tons of lore, but nothing about observation. So, I mean, we could at least, we have 2 rerolls. We might as well spend the clue because we cannot use it in this situation. And yeah, why not? I mean, let's spend the focus first. And we fucked up again. And now we might as well spend the clue. There is no reason to hold back. Yeah, you definitely want to do that. That could be pretty cool. So, maybe I'm lucky. Come on! Yeah! Unbelievable, I made it! So, that means, if you pass, you replace it with a clever imitation. Gain this clue and 1 relic unique asset. Fabulous, very good. So we get a clue and we can now place that right away, I think. Yeah, here on the card. So that's a start. And we ended up with the tablet shards. When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to piece together the tablet shards. Observation -1. That's going to be tough. If you pass, flip this card. Well, but maybe we can trade this thing or so. We'll see. So, and in the end it's Vincent. And I think he's going to try to spawn clue tokens. So he simply draws a London city card. You spend a charming evening at the Kit Kat Club in a Haymarket making friends. So let's do a observation influence check with 3 dice here. Oh, that was pretty good. If you pass, a wealthy patron takes interest in your struggles. Gain a funding condition. If you fail, you steal... What? Well, that wasn't that great. No clue tokens for me. But okay, it's a funding condition. Let's see what that does. Okay, there we go. There's our funding condition. You may discard this card in place of gaining a debt condition or to discard a debt condition. But we got to flip this thing if we are in a city space. Maybe it gives us an advantage. We'll see about that. I mean, it would make sense. Okay, so we're done here. That means we come to the mythos phase, which is obviously a bad thing. Okay, so first of all, this thing moves on, and that could mean problems. Okay, so first, that means we got to place another Eldritch token on here. Then we have this activation thing going on. So let's see, we got to activate the astral travel test lore. Okay, let's do that. I got a lore of 3. However, that is, I think, a spell effect. So I got a +3 here. So we got 6 dice. So yeah, that's 2 successes. You traverse time and space. You are no longer delayed and gain 1 focus. Then flip this card. Okay. Cool. Trish. Well, wait a second. First we got to do the astral travel. No, wait a minute. That actually was the astral travel. We got to do the funding. If you're on a city space, you may flip this card. Do I want to do that? Well, why not? Huh. I think I want to. With so much mayhem overtaking the world, you know you will not be able to put an end to the rampant disasters on your own. You slide your offer across the table to the rough-looking man. A monster of your choice on any space loses 3 health. Then discard this card. Okay. Well, does that help? Hard to tell. That one, we could kill this sucker. The poltergeist. I mean, why not? You know, these are not very interesting. Let's kill this guy, the poltergeist. It's not terribly important, but I think it can't hurt. Okay, then we got the haunted. First we got a blessed condition. So we don't want to roll a 1 or a 2, right? We didn't. What about the haunted thing? Roll a 1 die on a 1, 2, or 3. We have a problem. And we're good. Okay, there's nothing to do here. And over here, there's also nothing to activate. Okay. Then we gotta spawn a gate. And that's the pyramids here. So that ain't spawned. Instead, we get a clue token for Kate. And sadly, she cannot use these tokens to place it on the mythos or the mystery card because it says explicitly it has to be a clue token gained from a research encounter. But let's see what the next one is. Atlantis, Space 8. Well, we cannot get there in 1 turn, so we might again need help of Lola here, but that is okay. Played for a fool. In your quest for forbidden knowledge, you have let your enemies use your greatest strength against you. The dark forces knew how easily you could be blinded by your own pride. Oh. Each investigator loses 2 sanity and impairs his highest skill unless he spends 1 clue. That's not cool. So, but okay, I mean, we can spend these clues. That isn't too terrible. These 2 guys can do it. And Trish, yeah, that kind of sucks. She's got to impair her observation and 2 sanity. Wow. That's painful. She's nearly sad. Whatever I'm saying. And then it's her, and she's got to impair her influence. And also, she loses 2 sanity. Oh boy. I think these casts are still pretty rough, you know. Maybe not as bad as the ones before, but I definitely think these are not cards where you just say, oh, no big deal, you know. This can be really painful here. And especially, for example, if you need the clues for your mystery. Pff, that really sucks, man. Okay, so whatever that. And now, well, first problem is there are not too many cards left here. Well, I mean, about 6 or 7. But problem is now, we got to flip this thing. And I have no idea what happens now. We might be as well dead. So, the portal opens. Place 1 clue token on this sheet for each solved mystery. Okay, so we got a single one here for now. Okay, there we go. So, what happens? We got to shuffle the Mystic Ruins encounter deck. And I think that's actually, again, this one. I'm going to reshuffle it, though. Okay, so let's read that here. Sealing the portal, final mystery. The solar eclipse has begun. You can see that here. Shrouding the earth in darkness, Azathoth's gaze falls upon humanity. Only the power left behind by those who once fought the outer gods can close the portal. Well, I didn't. But as an encounter and investigator on the Mystic Ruins space, may draw and resolve a sealing the portal special encounter. Okay, so one of these suckers is 2 decks, right? These are different here. I'm not sure which one is which, but we're going to find out, I guess. At the end of the Mythos phase... What? Wait a minute. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this sheet equal to half the investigators plus 2, final mystery has been solved, and investigators win the game. Well, that doesn't seem too hard, to be honest. 1 is already there, so basically we only need 3 more. Huh. Okay. Cosmic alignment. When an investigator is defeated or devoured, that player is not eliminated. Oh, interesting. When the omen advances to the red space of the omen track, shuffle the Mystic Ruins encounter deck. I see. When doom advances to 0, investigators lose the game. Okay, that is not so... Well, there is definitely some time left. And if we activate this thing, if there are no gates on the game board that correspond to the current omen, advance the omen by 1. Okay, fine. Now the cultists also get a little better, but it's okay. So actually that doesn't seem too hard, to be honest. I mean, we got to shuffle this ruin stack here. I mean, honestly, I find that a little odd, you know, because, you know, we need 3 fucking clues on that, right? And we invested so much to solve the first mystery, for example. You know, we discarded 4 spells, and yeah, we discarded clue tokens that we had to search and all. It was all not easy. And what for? You know, to place a single clue there, right? I mean, this is pretty... I think that's pretty stupid. If I have known that, you know, I would have ignored that completely. I would have simply played... I could have simply only prepare myself for this final event now, you know. I could have... I don't know, I could have purchased items like crazy, and I don't know, not just... Don't go any risks, maybe collect clues for rerolls, focus, all kind of crap, you know, close the gates and so on, so that we have more or less a ton of time. I mean, we still have, but, you know, it feels a little odd to me that we did all that just to place a single clue token here. And all we gotta do is basically That is really... I mean, I don't... Of course, I have no idea how harsh these encounters are. Maybe they're totally brutal. Okay, that is always possible. And then it's maybe it is probably a good idea to already have a clue here. But I still have my doubts that it's really worth all the effort. Okay, now let's see. The first one... So the Mythos deck goes now here to the, I don't know, Bermuda Triangle or Atlantis or whatever. It seems to be Atlantis in this case. And so that's kind of cool, you know, we can go there. And if I understand that right, even if we resolved a mystery there, we don't shuffle the deck, but this thing will stay there. And other investigators also can try to resolve that special encounter card. And then only if it advances to the red space of the omen track, only then we have to shuffle the deck again. So that means we got a little bit of time. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's see. Cool thing is that the next gate would actually open exactly on that space. So I could simply again bring her maybe we can also, I wonder if we all can go there. Kate has 2 ship spaces. So she could travel here to Rome, from then on here. The only one who can't do it is her, actually. Well, actually, I think all 4 of us can go there. I think that should be possible. Okay, that would be pretty awesome. So let's see. I want to start actually with... Let's start with Trish. Why not? So she stands up, and that's all she's allowed to do. Okay, then it's Kate. Now Kate travels, spends her 2 ship tickets, and then travels 1 space and 2 more, and ends up here. And then, as a last action, well, I think she actually wants to rest and maybe decipher the stone tablet here. So if she does a rest action now, she would gain 1 sanity. She's in a very bad shape. Trish is in a really bad shape. So there's some risk there. You know what? I think actually I want to start with him and not with Trish, or with her, because I want to have Trish the last encounter, so then I can still choose if I let her do this or that. Maybe she doesn't even have to do an encounter. Yeah, half plus 2. Yeah, if the other 3 are successful, which is, I mean, kind of unlikely, but then we already would have won the game here. Okay, so that was Kate. Then it's Lola. No, damn, it wasn't Kate. She does now this relic thing here. This yeah. So she reads that. She's got a law -1. So let's see. She's got a +1 lore here because of the ally. It gives her a 4. So I guess she's got 3 dice. Yeah. And she did it pretty easily, actually. So let's see what there is on this stone tablet. The engraved words prove to be nothing more than a repeated mantra. You find, however, that repeating the melody phrases give your mind a singular clarity. Resolve one effect of your choice. Okay. Gain one focus, then flip this card. I don't know. Gain 2 talent conditions. Yeah, I think we want to do that. I think I want to do that. So let's grab these talent conditions. Keep 1. And then discard this card. Okay, so that means it's a relic. Where was that? It was back here. Okay. We got practiced. Once per round, you may roll 1 additional die and re-roll up to 1 die when resolving a test. If you fail that test, flip that card. And re-roll up to 1 die. Huh? I don't get that. Okay. I think I... What? I don't understand that. Where's the difference? Why doesn't it say reroll 1 die? I don't understand that. But okay, anyway. So we can basically roll an additional die and can reroll up to 1 die. That's not bad. The other option would be a headstrong. Once per round, when you would lose sanity, you may test a will. If you pass, prevent that loss up to 2 sanity. Huh, interesting. That is also pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's her. She's pretty bad in will. On the other hand, I think practiced, it's kind of an... I think that's better. I'm going to do that. So then, this card goes away. The other one. And, I'm done with her. Then it's Lola. Now, she sits here in San Francisco. Now she could move, spend the token, and also move here to Atlantis. And as a second action, I don't really know if I want Trish in this area. But she's blessed. That's also pretty cool. Maybe I want to try it. Because of course there's a risk that she loses sanity and then she's mad, but still, it's... I don't know, man. It's too tempting. I think I want to take that risk. So, I'm going to use again. No, I can't do it. No, if I do that, she's going to lose her last sanity, and that is definitely a bad idea. So that's not going to happen. So basically, I got 1 action left. Let's read the table shards. That's going to be tough. However, I could trade them with Kate, and I think I want to do that. She's better in observation, so I'm going to give them to her. And of course, it would have been more clever maybe to do it the other way around. However, let's see. Do we want to do some... Let's see if I want to trade other stuff. Actually, I don't think I want to give her anything. I could give her this strange run. I mean, it's kind of unlikely she's going to get there. But I think it's even more unlikely that I'm going to get there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And maybe the Dream Diary. Maybe that one. Okay. So, Then it's Vincent. And well, with him, I'm going to simply prepare for travel and then also go here. And finally it's Trish, and she just recovers and stays in Rome for now. And we're going to see, maybe in the next turn she'll find the opportunity to rest. Okay. So we have the encounters now, and now I think we can follow this thing. As an encounter, investigator on the Mystic Ruin space may draw and resolve sealing the portal special encounter. So first we gotta find which one it is, and then we also have to shuffle them. So that is sealing the portal, and the other one is fortifying the barrier. I have no idea. It's probably another scenario. So we gotta go with that one here, sealing the portal. I'm gonna shuffle the cards and then we'll see. So I'm now really curious how horrible these cards are, considering that basically until now we managed to place it. I mean, solving the mystery just helped us to get rid of one of these cards, more or less. So we need to do 4. Okay, so it's Kate. Let's see what we get. Sealing the portal. In the deepest chamber under the ruins, you find a tiny silver key. Upon touching it, you feel yourself slipping into another dimension. As you hurtle through space, you attempt to control the key's power and your final destination among the stars. Okay, so not that bad. We are pretty good in lore. So she's got a 3 plus 1. And this is not another world encounter, I guess. So overall it's a 4. Minus 1 is a 3. And she fucked up. Unable to control the stream of energy, you are drawn through a rift in time and the key is destroyed. Spawn 1 gate, move to that space and encounter the gate. Okay. Now that is kind of freaky, because now the Atlantis gate is actually spawned, and it isn't. We get a clue token out of that, and we just simply remain there. That is a bit strange, but okay, I mean, you know, such is life. And the next gate will be spawned at the heart of Africa, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing we can do to prevent that from happening, simply because, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Lona Hayes, she has another attempt now. A spawn of Azathoth has materialized from the darkening portal to attack the ritual site. You'll lead its attention away from the ritual in hopes of subduing it. As you skirmish with the writhing horror, you attempt to discern its weakness. That isn't good. Again, it's a observation test, and again, I'm probably... wait a minute. Shit, I could have... fuck that. I could have played focus and clue here. That was stupid. I'm not gonna do it. We're done. We have now the next card. Okay, anyway, we got to do that somehow. This sucks, obviously. So, I only have a single die, but hey, maybe I can do it. And I did! Look at that! Wow, I was lucky here. Awesome. So it's amidst the flailing tentacles, you spot its pulsating heart. You utter a prayer to Nodens and attack. You may gain a Dark Pact condition to roll 3 additional dice. If your is equal to or greater than the number of Eldritch tokens on the Omen track, the beast is slain. What? So the thing is, we would need 3 fucking hits to do it. Oh boy. Okay, so we got 2 dice, basically. Yeah, that sucks. Ah, man. Okay, we can add... Oh boy. There's nothing we can do about that here. So I guess I gotta take that fucking pact. How likely is it that we make it? Huh. I mean, that's the question, you know, what are the odds? We would have 5 dice. I've written that somewhere. I'm not sure. You know, I think I don't want to do it. Honestly, I don't see... I think I'm too weak to do it. I think it doesn't help me a bit. So no, I'm not gonna take that dark pact. I'm not care. So let's simply discard it. I'm just too weak for that. And now it's the next one. It is Vincent Lee. Let's see, maybe he's a little more lucky. And it says, with the portal glaring down upon you and the world smothered by the eclipse, dark thoughts plague you. Can you really trust those close to you? What dark motivations could they be harboring? So it's a will -1, and we're not bad in will. So we have pretty good odds that we can do it. That's a 3. And oh boy, we did it easily. You overcome your anxiety and resolve to complete the ritual to seal the portal, taking comfort in the presence of your allies and all that they have done for you. So we got to do a lore -1 test. Add 1 success to your test result for each solved mystery. Okay, that can be possible. So we have a lore of 3, right? That means we got 2. We have a focus here. Sadly, we don't have... This is only good during spell effects. But we can add 1, because we have already 1 mystery solved. Wait a minute. That's going to be tough, man. Taking comfort in the presence of your... We need 3 successes. Boy. Okay, let's try it anyway. Maybe we can do it. Okay, we got 1 success. So we're going to spend the clue. And there's a chance. Maybe we can do it. Come on, baby. It doesn't count, sadly. Yes! There we go. Our 2nd success. And the 3rd one comes from this one. So yes, we did it. Awesome. That was... If your test result, place 1 clue on the Ancient One sheet. Very cool. So we did that. Okay, I mean, that wasn't easy. But still, you know, I mean, we did it. So we need 2 more. And, you know, it never was exactly... They didn't hit us on our best side, you know what I mean. But we were okay. I mean, that was really fair. Let's not complain here. Okay, and then it's Trish, and she sits in Rome, and yeah, I think I want to get rid of this haunted card. So I want to improve my will. So where is that Rome? Here we go. This is Rome. You attend a lecture by a physics professor named Enrico Fermi about the incredible power contained in atoms. You do your best to follow his theories. Lore -1. Yeah, great. Okay, so we can roll 1 die because you always can roll 1 die. And this time we did it. We're good in physics, I guess. And if you pass, you see a new potential for overcoming the threats to this world. Gain 1 clue and improve will. Cool. That was good. So, very nice. Get a clue. And we can improve our will. That means we get rid of the haunted condition. Yeah, very good. Oh, actually it says instead. Shit. But okay, we're going to do it anyway. We want to get rid of this card. I think it's pretty terrible. I don't know what it is, but I have a bad feeling about it. So it goes then over here. Fine. So, and then we come to the Mythos card. And we'll see what happens. At least this snow or glacier thing. Now this thing continues to move. Okay, that's okay for now, I think. And yeah, we're good. By the way, I think I forgot to move the Doom token 2 spaces ahead because of this. We should have done that. So it's on 9 now. But I think for now that's still okay. Okay. So then we're going to activate all that crap again. So it's first him. He's got to do his lore test. So he's got basically 6 dice because of the occult table. Easily 3 successes. So that means you traverse time and space, you are no longer delayed and gain 1 focus. That is pretty cool. She's got a roll for the blessed condition. And she fucked up. That's a shame. This goes away. Okay, I guess that's it. At least he's no longer haunted. Then we have a gate showing up in the heart of Africa. Right here. And of course we also have a monster. And that is a chocho. Okay, that's not too bad. But I don't think we're going to care about that too much for the moment. And now let's see. Silver Twilight 8. Once inside the lodge, your host invites you to follow him upstairs. Several members stare in astonishment. Outsiders are rarely granted such access. At the top of the stairs, you are ushered into a library filled with rare and exotic tomes. Now, he says, how can we help you? Okay, each investigator may do one of the following. Pretty cool. Gain 1 clue, gain 1 asset, gain 1 spell. Okay, well, before we have to fill the reserve. I forgot about that. And so there is the Vatican missionary patrolling the streets. When you defeat a monster with toughness 3 or more during a combat encounter, you may discard this card to retreat doom by 1. That's kind of sweet. And this guy gives you +1 will and reroll 1 die when resolving a will test. That's also not bad. Okay, anyway, I wonder, do you take that stuff randomly? Or do you get it from the reserve? Interesting. Now, the rules are pretty clear in that, and I think I have to draw a random asset if I want to go for an asset. I don't think I need a clue, to be honest. I mean, a clue is not bad. It would give her, for example, a reroll of 2 dice. I mean, that is pretty awesome, and I might consider that for her. That's a tough call. You know, actually, I think I want to give her a clue. I think Trish should get a clue, because that's a powerful thing to have. 2 rerolls is pretty awesome. Then, I mean, this guy, does he want a spell or an acid? I think I actually, it's hard to tell, you know. He doesn't have a really good spell, but do we really need spells while we're sitting on this one? That is the big question, and honestly, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go, I also have my Necronomicon, which also allows me, I think I'm going to get acids instead. So I'm going to draw a card here. Oh, fuck it, man. That's a news report. When you gain this card, immediately spawn 3 clues. Totally useless, but okay. That's a 10, which is here. 13 is, where is that supposed to be? Oh gosh, up here. And, oops, that's an 18 down here. Yeah, whatever. So, Kate. Well, I think the point is she already has a ton of assets, right? So you can only use that many. She's got a +1 on lore, +1 on strength, on observation, on will. And I don't think that an asset helps her a ton. I mean, you never know, but I got a feeling maybe she takes a spell. I mean, you know, so let's draw a spell here from the bottom. What does that say? Intervene. Okay. When another investigator resolves a combat encounter, you may test lore. If you pass, that investigator gets +3 during that encounter. That's a pretty cool card, actually. That's a really cool card. Sadly, we probably won't need it, but it's an amazingly cool card. And her, well, I mean, she basically has mainly stuff that helps her with lore, so I think she could also use an asset here. And that is a private care. When you gain this card, immediately recover all health and sanity. Yeah, great, man. So here we discover at least, yeah, we get 2 sanity. I mean, that is something, right? But I mean, that was a little bit of a waste. Still, you can't be lucky all the time. Okay, there we go. Wasn't too great, but it was okay, I guess. So the card goes away. And we come then to the next turn. Okay, I think, though I'm not absolutely sure, but I think I basically want to yeah. That's a tough call. Okay, I think I want to basically heal with her. She's in a very bad shape. So I'm going to give me one of these markers here and then spend that and gain 2 sanity. And that's all I do. Kate, well, for now, I guess what we want to do is we want to prepare for the upcoming challenge. We're going to do a focus action. And, we could try to read that crap here. We could do a rest action, and maybe we could get something cool out of these table shards. So, basically, we don't get a big advantage out of that rest action here. Maybe someone else could, actually, but, I mean, it's an observation. Yeah, she's really good in observation, so I want to do it with her. She rolls 3 dice, and we'll see what happens. And she was successful. Very good. So we're allowed to flip the card. You identify certain connective symbols enabling you to reconstruct the original text. These glyphs also reveal the connection between your thoughts and reality, allowing you to reshape your own life. Resolve one effect of your choice. Gain 1 focus, gain 2 talent conditions, and discard 1 talent. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to go... I mean, no, you're not allowed to have more than 1 focus anyway, so I think I'm going to get a talent. Maybe it's a good one. Okay, so here we have elusive. During the encounter phase, you may test observation. If you pass, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters. Well, I don't think we have to do that. The composed condition might be more interesting here. When resolving a test, you do not roll any ones. If you do not roll any ones, you re-roll all of your dice. I think I want to go with that. That is a pretty cool card. We have the practiced. Holy shit, man. I got a ton of cards here. That's cool. Okay. Actually, I might have forgotten this one, the practiced in the last turn. Ah, gosh. So much to remember here, right? Anyway, maybe we can have some successes this time. So then it's her, and she is gonna get she's gonna get the a focus action, and then actually I think she wants to plump the void and also get this lady here on our side, and let's see what happens there. So it's a test lore -1, so that is, I think it was 5 or something. A +2 is 4 and an additional 1. Yeah, I think we were at 5 dice here. And we did it easily. So that means she loses 1 health. That's not too great. But she still has to. So maybe that is not such a disaster. And okay, cool. And then it's Vincent Lee, and he's going to also do a focus action. And then is there anything he can do to help others? Yeah, actually he can. He could. May discard and or perform a rest action. I could allow her. Well, someone had something cool which allows him to do something. Holy crap, with all these cards. I think I had some card which allowed you to... Yeah, the dream one here, the dream diary. If you perform a rest action, spawn 1 clue. That's not bad. But still, I want to allow her to do a rest action, because then she gets back her sanity. And that is definitely useful, because at the moment she is a little weak. And 2 sanity are lost pretty easily in this game. Okay, so... well, actually, I think this is it, and so we're gonna then come to the encounter phase, and now we're all 4 at that in Atlantis, trying to close that thing. Maybe we can finish it now. We need 2 successes basically, but we've seen these are tough ones. So yeah, let's hope for the best here. So on the far side of the portal, you find yourself in a massive amphitheater, suspended in the vast emptiness of space. In the center, the dark man, presiding over a jury of faceless beings, informs you from his bench that humanity is on trial. Reminds me on... what was that? This first Star Trek TNG. Fantastic, one with Q as the judge. Gotta love that. Okay, so, well, her influence isn't too bad. She's got an influence of 3, so maybe she's lucky and can do it. We'll see. And she isn't. However, now we have clues, and if we spend a clue, and yeah, we could actually re-roll now 2 dice, and of course we're gonna do that. Let's see. No, fuck it, man. We're gonna do it again. Why not? Was that 6 times a 2? Something like that, right? Oh boy. Okay. Despite your efforts, Fuck you, man. Your well-reasoned arguments do not move the jury. The dark man strikes the bench with his gavel, unmaking you in an instant. You are devoured. Yeah, great. So she's gone, and she doesn't come back, or so. I mean, she doesn't come. You know, I mean, fuck you, man. This is just. These are the games. I don't like that. I just don't like that. Too much luck in this one. Sorry, folks. There just is. Okay. Anyway, so she goes away, and that means that her body or whatever cannot be found anywhere, but we can start a new character with her. That is possible. I mean, she wasn't terribly good anyway, but it's kind of a shame. No, that's... There she goes. It would have been cool because the other guys that shared the same space with her could also have a reroll with up to 2 dice instead. That would be cool, but it doesn't help, as we have seen, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was not a fair judge. A bit like you, you know. I mean, you can reroll your dice as often as you want. At the end, he just laughs at you. Anyway, the next one, we will do that. Got a good feeling about that. Well, actually not really. But she is well prepared. She really is. The messenger of the Old One stands before you and amidst the ruins and raises his right hand. If you have a dark pact, he pulls you into the court of Azathoth. You are devoured. Well, luckily we don't have that. Wasn't she the one who could make that decision? I think she was. I'm not absolutely certain about that. But I think she was. So I think that was a good decision now. Otherwise, he informs you that your efforts have been in vain and demands to know your intent. Okay, we are not too bad in this. We have 2 dice in influence. Sadly, influence is pretty much the only one, of course, where we don't have anything in addition. However, we are practiced. So we can roll an additional die once per round. So let's do that. And we did it. Pretty awesome. We did it. Cool. Okay, let's see. Intrigued by your vow to seal the portal, he dissolves into a swirling black fog. Okay, that's not too great. It's strength. Oh shit, man. We're really bad in strength. That's exactly the ones we're not good at. Okay, anyway, maybe we can do it anyway. If you pass, resist the hurricane winds and singing pain and continue to sealing ritual. You may spend 1 clue. We have a clue here. To place a clue on the Ancient One's sheet. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, maybe we can do it. Let's see. We got to do that test. So that means we have a strength of 1. That isn't too great. However, we can re-roll some stuff here. Maybe sadly we cannot use the practiced ones again. But anyway, we have a die. So let's see. And we didn't do it. Okay, but we have some re-rolls. So we can use this one. And that's a 3. That sucked. Now we can use the composed condition. So we can re-roll that one too. That sucked too. And now we can use the next focus. Boy. And we did it. At least. Awesome, and we can spend our clue. There we go. So now we only have to do 1 more. Okay, so now she can do it. You know, Lola Hayes, the wise lady with all her magic. Maybe she can do it. Problem is, she is only that wise. But if it comes to things like observation or strength or show, she is in a ton of trouble. Okay, so let's see what she can do. The high-pitched howl of an ancient ritual reverberates throughout the energy-charged ruins, but the massive portal in the sky remains unaffected. You realize that one of the gargantuan standing stones is out of place and try to move it. And that doesn't sound very wise to me. Okay, actually, we simply have to somehow move that thing with a single die. We have one focus, so there is a chance, but it's not that likely. Oops, that wasn't that one. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Ay. So the thing is, if we fuck this up, we're devoured. So that is bad, because then all of this crap goes away. And that is not a good thing. So, yeah, we better make that, right? So we gotta play that, we gotta give away that focus token, and now we simply have to do it somehow. Come on. And we fucked up, and we're gone. And again, I can only say thank you. And you know what the problem is? I mean, seriously, I think it's not a good thing that you are not eliminated. Call me crazy, but that's exactly the point. It's not a good thing you're not eliminated. You should be eliminated by the end, because otherwise you're cycling through these suckers, constantly trying to do these painful tests, and you come to a point, whoa, gosh, come on. I find that really, really frustrating, you know. I mean, if your party gets now eliminated step by step, it's okay. That would be fine, you know. I'm fine with that. Everyone's dead, cool. But I hate playing this out for another hours and losing all my, you know, my beloved investigators and starting with some new dupes that are just, fuck it, man. Okay, so anyway, let's continue that. We still have a chance to do it with this guy here, Vincent Lee. He is a little bit prepared. He's got some, and maybe he's got some focus here. So let's see what we can do about him. The ritual causes the landscape to twist and shadow around you, dissolving into nothingness. The endless universe lays before you, the light of the stars, your only guide. Lost and alone, you try desperately not to fall into despair. So that's not too bad. We have a -1 on observation, but we are good in this. So we got 3 dice. There is a real chance that we might actually be able to do that. And we did. So now maybe we can finish this shit. Actually, it was lower. But the thing. Will, but we're good anyway. We have the same in will. Everything is fine. Cool. Okay. Resolve to survive. You attempt to divine the location of Earth. Okay, so we got to do a observation test. If your test result is equal to or greater than the number of Eldritch tokens on the Omen track, you return home safely. Place 1. So we could do it now, and seriously, I don't think we can, which is a shame, but let's try it anyway. Because this is getting ugly at some point, you know, and okay. So we got to do a oh boy. We need 3 successes, which is going to be tough, man. So we got 3 dice, we got 2 rerolls, but it's going to be very unlikely that we can do that. Okay, we got 1 success. So there we go, we got our 2 rerolls here. We're going to spend the 2 focus tokens. And, well, I mean, come on. That's a shame. That's a shame. We couldn't do it. Oh, boy. Otherwise, servants of the idiot god capture your torments. You gain 2 injury tokens. Yeah, great. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay, so this is, you know, I mean, this is Eldritch Horror really at its worst. There's not a lot of fun anymore in this, and there's no planning or anything, you know. I mean, I'm standing on a space, and that's all I do. I'm just standing on a space, drawing cards, hoping to roll good, and that's all that happens. And to be honest, I find that pretty annoying. I find it boring, and that is something that sadly happens from time to time in this game. And there you can see the big difference to Arkham Horror, where there's always this tactical aspect, you know, evading the monsters, doing all kind of cool stuff. Here you, gosh, man, draw one card after another. And there are, you know, in most of the old ones, you have that specific deck of cards. It might not be as bad as that one, but you have that single deck of cards where you just sit on one fucking island or somewhere, draw one card after another, simply hope that it kind of fits with your character, and that you then roll good, and that's all you do. Oh boy. And I've seen that actually in some games, you know, where a guy, it was the first mystery or so, he was there and he just rolled and rolled and rolled, and I don't know, he spent 4 turns there or something. It was completely pointless. Oh man, you see, this really starts to piss me off here. Okay, anyway, we get 2 injury tokens. We've got to start 2 new characters for whatever reason, and we're going to do that. And I mean, seriously, I think it would have been cool at that point if these 2 guys would be out of the game. Then we can continue trying to do it with these 2, and once, if they are devoured, they're dead, that is fine. And if they're not, hey, okay, we can call it, right? I'm actually considering playing it like that, because it really gets to the point where it seriously pisses me off. You know what? I'm going to do it like that. These 2 guys are dead, and they're not going to come back. The reason is, we are here now at, whatever, 9, right? So if I want to play this out, I could play that for quite a long time, you know? Always with the same shitty mechanism. It's all about just rolling the right stuff. And I don't want to do that anymore. So basically what I do is, these 2 guys remain there, he gets his 2 injuries, and then I'm fine. I don't want to play this game for, I don't know, for another hour or for another 2 hours, just running, following this stupid site, and hoping to draw the right card, and then hoping to roll the right results. This is a pure luck feast at that point. So we lost our 2 focus tokens, and we're going to get 2 injuries here. Okay, so basically we got a leg injury and a head injury. We can get rid of the head injury in a 4, 5, or 6 when resting, but we cannot recover sanity. Here we can only get rid of a 5 or 6 with the leg injury. Okay, fine. So, well, I don't know. I mean, I say we continue this. So we're done with that. And now we're going to draw the next Mythos card. And this thing goes on 1 space. I think the green gate, I think what happens is the omen moves on or something. Yeah, what? Yeah, exactly, because there are no gates on the board that correspond to the omen, I think. Yeah, that means that this guy moves on 1 space in addition to that. And I mean, if it moves to the next space, it's basically over. You've got to have 4 successes in many of these things, you know. I mean, yeah, that's not going to happen, right? And you know, there should be that mechanism which simply finishes the game then, instead of telling you, you gotta go on, and you know, and you gotta go. I mean, if you need 4 successes in a row, there, you know, you can go through this deck. I don't know how often. You know, you're not gonna have it. But okay, I know there are some cards which don't. It's a little different, but anyway, it's, whatever. Okay, then we have a monster search, and well, actually, I'm not sure how that works. No, that actually happens only if this thing is activated. So that means, first of all, we have that monster search. And that means we got to spawn this thing in the Himalayas here, because there was no monster of that type. Sadly, it wasn't a green one. That would have been good. Now, this is a servitor of the outer gods. And then we can spawn clue tokens, which is also pretty... maybe we can do it. We might need those, but I have my doubts here. In point 3 or place 3, which is down here, I guess. Yeah. And 5, which is up here. Okay, cool. And by the way, these poor souls here, they are gone. They're devoured. In addition to that, I realized that the Doom track should be here. Yeah, I really don't get it why you are allowed to come back in this situation. Player is not eliminated. It just, just makes this, prolongs the game, which is at that point, in my opinion, not terribly interesting anymore, because the decisions you make are not that relevant, in my opinion. I mean, there might be advanced players who say, oh, you can take a ton of decisions here. I just don't see them. Okay. In one night, the whole monstrous undertaking has disappeared. Every occult sigil has been sanded from the wall and painted over. Every name on your list has moved to a new city without notice. You would like to believe that you managed to drive them out, but you fear that it signifies something worse. The dark goal they'd been pursuing is now accomplished. That which consumes. Investigators, as a group, choose one gate on the game board and discard it. If the discarded gate does not correspond to the current omen, advance Doom by 1. Okay, I mean, that doesn't really matter at the moment, I think. These are all red gates. So, what about that one? Yeah, these are all red gates. Well, I have no idea. Let's remove whatever. Let's remove the one from the heart of Africa, I guess. So there it goes. Okay. But Doom advances by 1. That's not good. Okay. So, then we continue with this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I think basically what he wants to do is he wants to focus again. And then he tries to tries to rest and get rid of this card here. On a 4, 5, or 6, he will. On the other hand, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell. I think the focus might be more important now. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I didn't do that. That sucks, but okay. Okay. And then it's Kate, and she also uses a focus action to get in a better position. Problem is, there's not a lot she can do otherwise. She could rest, but that doesn't, well, it gives her a little bit of a health advantage here. But in the end, I mean, and she can spawn a clue because she rested on space number 2. You know, I don't know, maybe it is wise to go somewhere and try to get a clue or something, but honestly, I want to make that bet, you know. I want to try to get this thing done, try it a few more times, you know, and then if I'm dead, I'm dead. That's okay with me. I just don't want to continue this. Okay, let's see. We got our encounters. Start with Vincent Lee. Sealing the portal, the ancient civilization that built this place appears to have warded it against outsiders. You have somehow activated the security mechanism. Frantically, you search for a way to disable it. So we gotta A -1 in observation. We're pretty good in that, so maybe we can do that. And we did. We got 2 successes here. The guardian spirits of these ruins appear. Yeah. And you implore them to help. That is influence. We're not too bad in that. Now, if we had a relic position, and we do have that, look at that. We can discard the occult tablet here. You may discard 1 relic possession to roll 2 additional dice. If your test result is equal to or greater than the number of Eldritch tokens, okay, you can do it. There we can do it. So, well, there's a small chance, right? I think we are now at 3 Eldritch tokens, right? Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. We spent that shit, and that is, I mean, it's a shame, you know, because that was very, very valuable. Anyway, let's spend it. We gotta try it somehow. So that gives us 2 more dice, and basically that means we got now 5 dice, okay, and we need 3 successes. I mean, yeah, we have another one here, so there is a chance, but we gotta be damn lucky. And we did it. There they are, 3 successes. We won the game, and I don't know. You know, there's that feeling of, boy, I don't know. I know. Well, that was probably, for me, the worst experience I've ever had with Eldritch Horror. I gotta be honest here, I'm pretty disappointed by that. And the reason is, I've never seen before how much luck there is actually involved, you know? I mean, mainly this is just bullshit, you know? We could say, okay, you know, this is just a terrible mechanism, because it seems to be only about luck. And oh boy. So I don't know. It's a strange feeling that remains for me in this one. It really does. Well, what can I say? I mean, I've had some, you know, some conversations on YouTube about this when I removed, for example, my tentacle card. Some people that said, you know, that these are the things that makes the game interesting, and that's where it really gets cool. And you know, some player said, we are a very advanced group, and you gotta go. You can win that if you're playing very straightforward and only go for the mysteries and only go for the really strong whatever artifacts and items, and ignore everything you don't absolutely need. But to be honest, I don't like that kind of play. You know, I just don't enjoy that, because I love to explore the world a little bit. You know, I love to go for some items and read them, or go on a task, go on a mission. This is cool stuff. That makes this fun. These are interesting stories. You know, if I go completely on one specific goal, I know some people enjoy that more, but to be honest, this is not quite my favorite experience. I've had good times with this game, no doubt. This time, I don't think so. And in the end, I gotta say, I didn't care anymore if I would have lost or won, because it's just pure luck. I mean, yeah, okay, sealing the portal, great, you gotta roll. You know, if for some reason I would not have had that relic, I couldn't have done it. Bad luck. okay, you know. I mean, maybe I could, but the odds were very, very low otherwise, you know. And I don't know. Yeah, and I cannot see, you know, why they actually prolonged that game with this that you can survive and that you can start again even at that late point of the game. It just makes it longer and longer and longer, and oh gosh, yeah, whatever. Okay, sorry for my frustration here, but this time I just couldn't get a lot out of it, and I'm gonna come back to this game. There is no doubt. I still like it, but maybe not quite as much as I did before. Maybe I'm going to rate this down a little bit, you know. But hey, I don't know. Okay, I think this is pretty much all I can say about that. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hope to see you in the next video on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.